Hello everyone, this is Steve Ferris, and what I'd like to do today is talk about what if thinking. And if you are like me and many of the thousands of people that suffer from anxiety and depression, you know all about what if thinking. It's that voice in your head that you don't want to hear but you listen to anyway. It's that voice that tells you things that really you shouldn't consider. It's that voice in your head that probably 99% of the time is incorrect. But regardless, we listen to it because we are very creative, very positive, very talented, very dramatic people. I know that I am. And regardless whether or not you suffer from anxiety or not, what if thinking can perpetuate itself. It gets worse over time. The more you do it, the more it occurs, and the more it will manifest itself in your mind. This is where we need to focus. This is where we need to change the way that we think. And this is what the Midwest Center program is all about, attacking anxiety and depression. Operative word, let's attack it. Let's get back at it. There's times I get so mad at my anxiety and depression. Those are the times in which I'm most successful at defeating it. Today I was looking through my Midwest Center Attacking Anxiety and Depression workbook, and I'm glad that I never gave away my program because there are a lot of notes that I kept in the book, and it's interesting to look back and see my progress over the years. As you know, this is something that I deal with on a daily basis, but I can get through my day, and that's what's important. That's what makes me happy. That's what makes me want to help other people. Right now, I'm looking at the work booklet, specifically in my book, which is several years old, Chapter 8, which talks about what if thinking. And if I may quote Lucinda Bassett, she states, "The truth about anticipatory anxiety is that the actual situation is usually never as bad or as anxiety-producing as the anticipatory anxiety." Okay, with that being said, I have to share with you something that happened to me today. I'm not proud of it. It was irrational. It was what if thinking at its best or worst. And just to let you know, I moved to a new home, and currently my old home is up for sale. It's in a different city. And today I received a phone call, and it showed that the caller ID indicated it was the police department. And it was in the area in which my old home is located. Well, I picked up the phone and I was disconnected somehow. So immediately I started the what if thinking. What if somebody broke in my house? What if my house is on fire and it's burning down? I immediately moved into a panic attack. I couldn't think. I started shaking. I knew that something terrible had happened. And I tried to call the police department back, and I was being transferred from department to department. At this point, I could hardly stand up. I was shaking so bad. I just knew something very, very bad had happened, and I wouldn't be able to deal with it. Well, to make a long story short, the call that I received was a woman who worked in the police department that was interested in buying my home. So what's my point? What if rarely happens? Sometimes it never happens. And it goes back to the quote that I just gave you from Lucinda Bassett, in that I had a tragedy, a complete dramatic meltdown, and it was great news. Instead of jumping up and down and embracing the great news, the opportunity or the potential that was out there, to heck with my house. I have insurance on it. If it burnt down, it would be replaced. If somebody broke into it, there's insurance. But instead, I decided to focus on the negative. I decided on, poor me, what's going to happen? I won't be able to get through this. And speaking of insurance, I didn't cash in on my emotional insurance, my own reassurance, my own self-talk in my head. I didn't say, wait a minute, Steve, this could be many things. Let's focus. Let's rationalize, let's take a step back and think this through. In retrospect, I am not beating myself up over this. I've done it too many times. That only makes the what if thinking happen again. It only makes me feel depressed. So I laugh at it and say, hey, next time this happens, remember it. Put it in your mental and emotional backpack and carry it with you. Well, I wanted to share this message with you today in this story, and I hope you find it funny and you can apply it to your own life. Have a great day, everybody, and God bless.